What's up, guys, and welcome to the Improv Gaming Gamescast here on youtube.com/Improv Gaming. As always, I'm joined with the best guys in gaming. First, to my left, he's only the biggest Zelda fan in the world. Don't believe me, he has a tattoo of the Triforce on his arm. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeremy Bird.
We are back from Evo, ladies and gentlemen.
It's good to be back.
Oh, man, yeah. Jet lag central.
Oh my god, my ear's still killing me. And to my right, making weird little fish faces, he only has the best ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
Mr. Nicholas.
How you doing tonight, everybody? Today, everybody?
Afternoon,
everybody.
Yeah, it's afternoon. It's a first
we
for us.
We never do this in the afternoon.
Never,
well,
ever.
I'm on vacation. You're off. He's doing something. And I'm Pete. And I'm wondering, does anybody ever use beepers anymore?
Beepers?
Are you kidding me?
Oh
the
my
beepers?
goodness.
That,
No,
like,
you have a cell phone now. You don't need a beeper.
Well,
if anybody has a beeper, I'm smacking the hell out of them. If you have a beeper, unless you lived in some place that does not have cell service,
I know, I thought you were going to be like, unless you live in the Middle Ages.
there is no reason for you to have a beeper. None. Nobody carries beepers.
Older people do. You're telling me an 80-year-old who has to keep in contact with people that grew up with beepers is not going to have a beeper?
Nobody grew up with beepers.
What are you
it
joking?
lasted like 5 years and it was gone.
Hey,
Come on, you better.
my father had a beeper.
Yeah. For 5 years and it was gone.
Welcome, guys, to the All Xbox show today. We are going to be talking about the
Grows up with
Xbox,
beepers.
the Xbox 360s. In our second video, we're going to talk about now for Xbox and what they did. And to end in our part 3, which comes out on Friday, which would be the fall lineup. As always, we come out Monday with the first topic, Wednesday for the second topic, and Friday for the third topic. With
Ish.
With a little bit of twitching. Which, big news also is...
I finally got my PlayStation camera. So you can follow me on Twitch. You'll see my beautiful, lovely, luxurious locks. I don't know what my name's going to be yet, but I will post it in the video when I do actually register. Probably be Profcot. Probably, I'm willing to bet.
It's going to be Profcot.
It's probably going to be Profcot.
The only one that...
If anybody steals that name, I'm stabbing you. But it's probably going to be Profcot.
It's funny because Jeremy's the only one that actually has, IPG Jaybird.
Yeah.
Well, I do have Improv in mind.
Yeah, you have Improv.
But that was...
Improv cop.
There we go. Improvcot.
Don't take that.
that might be it.
One for me.
Might be that one, Jaybird. High five.
Yeah!
Woo! We just
Eiffel
towered him.
Yeah. I got smells of pits. If you guys didn't know, we are going to begin every Monday episode with the One Up News with Jeremy Bird. What's coming out this week?
Nice P-Way, sweetheart. I like it.
Always.
All right, this week we have Galicide coming out for the PC. Don't know much about that, sorry. We have...
We're not PC people, we're console. And some handheld.
Well, a little bit of PC.
I'm a PC.
We've been over this already.
Jesus, pay attention to your own show.
What's the matter, you sloppy bitch? Jeez. We have King's Quest Episode 1, A Night to Remember. That's K-N-I-G-H-T, to remember.
Oh, sounds like my kind of game.
Yep, that comes out. That's for Xbox One, 360, PS4, PS3, and Vita. We also have Lost Dimension coming out on PS3 and Vita. We have N++, which comes out for PS4. Mm-hmm. Onikara, Demon Killer for PC, which I kind of want to check that out because it's got a cool title. And last but not least, we have The Swindle coming out for PS4, PS3, Vita, and Xbox One.
A lot of PlayStation games.
Yeah.
Hopefully they should learn and have more in the fall. But
yeah.
in this episode... Hey, you like that?
Burn!
All this episode... For the next 3 parts are going to be all about Xbox. We did a Nintendo. It was our very first episode.
Yep.
Which was
phenomenal.
Loved it.
Craziness back in the day. Before we were on video where you can see all these handsome
One
I just remember the Jesse Eisenberg picture of Lex Luger. That's the only thing that Luther. I'm thinking of the wrestler. I know.
Oh, for God's sakes.
But let's begin with, we're going to talk about Xbox coming into being the conglomerate it is today. I mean, we start all the way back to when they first announced the Xbox, where it was going head-to-head with
PlayStation.
It was a newcomer on the
2.
stage.
Yeah, it was PlayStation
You know,
2 and the GameCube.
It wasn't. It was trying to tackle something that couldn't be done before, which was the domination that Nintendo and Sony had on the market. Now, Nintendo and Sony had just murdered Sega.
Yep.
Finally put the nail in the coffin for Sega. And what did Xbox do? They hired the control designers from Sega to design their controls.
Yep.
And they came out with the Xbox, which was a gigantic VCR-ish machine.
Yep.
That weighed about more than anything I've ever carried in my life, and could probably kill a man with a swing.
Yep.
On the sidebar, you know what is funny? Recently, Sega came out and was saying, the CEO was like, we figured that we have to spend more quality time with our games and take care of it more for the consumer than just putting them out.
Oh, it took you long enough.
So I'm like, so basically you're telling me you just put out whatever the fuck you wanted to.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, have you seen the Sonics?
Oh my God! What
The
is
Nintendo-
last
Nintendo
good
treats-
Sonic was Sonic Generations, yes or no?
Yeah,
I liked it,
Sonic Generations was a nice mashup.
yeah, it was.
but I like Colors. Colors was fun.
But Nintendo takes
Hey,
pride in what
Give
they
me
do.
looks.
All right. Anyway, we're off topic. But whatever. We're talking
Anything
about
happens
Nintendo
on
and
Improv
Sega.
Gaming here.
It's just improv. Nintendo takes pride in their characters that they develop.
Yeah.
And they treat them with a certain esteem and a certain respect. Sega
Sonic,
did not do that with Sonic.
They have to bury Sonic.
They rented him out to Nintendo. That's how bad
Hoard
they
him out.
treat him out.
Hoard
You
him
know,
out.
that's how bad
They need
they
to
treat him.
put him to bed for a couple of years.
I think that
or
I
decades.
think that they need to put him in a coffin and let him revive later on as a vampire, not a
Wait.
werewolf.
Oh, I beat me to it.
Sonic Unleashed.
Anyway, so
Back to Xbox.
what were your first thoughts on the Xbox?
At first, I was not an Xbox person, and I'll get more into it when we get into the 360. And I remember going down to vacation with my buddy Jeff, and he goes, "We're gonna bring down my Xbox, and we're gonna play Halo 1 and Halo 2." I just go right through the campaigns, and I remember like it was yesterday. We went. The first 2 days was all about Halo 1, and the second 2 days was all about Halo 2. And we just went right through them, and it was enjoyable, but I was like, I don't see what the big thing is for this.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was the killer for the Xbox. Everybody was playing Halo.
Yeah, well, the thing that made the Xbox great and Halo great on the Xbox was that multiplayer.
Yep.
Oh,
Being
cool.
able to play with each other and just having that the same PC universe that you used to have, you finally brought it to the consoles.
That was the.
Go ahead.
No, I was just kidding. That was the thing before the whole online thing. You'd have to have 2 Xboxes, and then you could link them up together and do an
Yep.
8-player battle,
Yeah.
which is. I remember doing that at my buddy's house. Literally, we actually would have run the cords from one room to the other, so we couldn't screen look at each other and just be like, "Oh, that was sick, dude. Where'd you come from?"
Because
Yeah.
in GoldenEye, if you remember GoldenEye 64, when you played the multiplayer maps, you just had to look at the other person's screen. You're like, oh, I know where this guy
Yeah,
is.
the-
Take out the golden gun and shoot, and you're done.
Yep. But Xbox finally took it to that level of
Yeah.
of getting the ad hoc play into a situation where you could play it like it was a PC and you could play it online. My experience with Xbox, my first 2 games were Dead or Alive, and I think it was Dead or Alive 3, if I'm not mistaken, and Ninja Gaiden.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, I was spoiled with Xbox. And then it was Halo after all that. So I played Dead or Alive, right? And obviously, a 14-year-old boy, I'm just like, boobies, 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 boobies. Yes, jump,
Boobies.
boobies. Right? Then I play Ninja Gaiden, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought I was just playing with this character. And I realized it's the fucking guy from Dead or Alive.
Yeah. Ryu Hayabusa.
Yeah, Ryu Hayabusa. And I play as... And that game just had me blown away.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was a phenomenal game.
I agree.
Had me going to the point where you could jump on the actual enemies and slice their heads off and slice their limbs off. You could do everything that a ninja could do, you could do in that game. I don't know about playing with nunchucks that have swords on the end of them. That was a little weird, but
Got myself.
there was so much that you could do in that game that just blew me away. And then I play Halo, and I'm like, all right, now I can get into first-person shooters because they're not a crock of shit anymore. So Xbox introduced me to a lot of stuff, and I take pride in my big old brick that I used to have.
See, I never had the original Xbox.
I
but
did.
I saw Ninja Gaiden, and I was like, oh, why does this have to be exclusive? And I actually waited a number of years later until it came to the PS3.
Yes.
And that's actually when I first got my hands on Ninja Gaiden, the original. And I was just like, this is just a beautiful game, and it was just so well done and fast and challenging, but a good frustration. We had a episode where it was that frustration aspect, but I think it was that perfect frustration level where you got to a boss or something, but you're like, I need to beat him, or I need to beat her, and you kept dying, but until you were like, all right, I'm going to sit down and figure out a strategy to beat, and it was just that much enjoyable because when you beat that boss, you felt like it's like I accomplished something massive.
That's the feeling I miss with games.
Yeah.
Is that feeling.
My first take was actually I saw the commercial for Xbox where it's the woman's giving birth to the baby and it shoots out of her like a cannon, flies across the screen. The baby grows up into a little kid, adolescent, an adult, keeps flying across the screen. All of a sudden goes from an adult to an old man and slams right into the grave and ends up just showing Xbox. This isn't your. It said, what was it? Xbox. This isn't your grandfather's console. That was the first taste. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, what type of commercial was that? So I'm like, all right. So I went to GameStop. They explained it to me, and I bought a pre-owned one because I didn't have enough to get the brand new one. So I remember playing Ninja. I picked out Ninja Gaiden, Halo, and Manhunt. And Manhunt, oh my god, that game. Loved Manhunt. It was scary. It's like isolation.
That was the game that I was talking about way back when I talked about Rockstar's horror spin on an open world. That was the game I was talking about.
That was, oh my god. There it is. Tell me.
Check that out on YouTube. That's also Improv Gaming.
Check that episode out. I'm sorry,
No.
I remembered that was the one that I was talking about.
I played Manhunt, and then literally I played Ninja Gaiden, and I was just like, wow. Like you guys said, same thing. Beautiful graphics. Love it how you can kill the enemies anyway. Then the boss frustration, major accomplishment. I agree with you on that. Then I started playing Halo, and literally I'm just like, wow. Okay, you have multiple. You can actually switch between weapons. You can do duels. Came in the second one, right?
Duels came in the second one.
Yeah, the first one just you can keep switching out weapons.
But even the plasma grenade is still one of my
the plasma,
favorite grenades. Where you just, it's stuck and I go, wait, what, is that a glitch in the game when I first started playing? And then you just start, and I was just like,
done. We're done here.
Driving
they won.
The Warthog.
The Banshees.
Oh my goodness.
Just, the only thing I didn't like about Xbox was the original controller, that big
circle.
circle.
That big thing was gigantic.
That will definitely not be on the top controllers of.
No.
And then they actually, I remember they re-released it to the smaller version, which I literally bought. I was like, thank God I could not play, because I'm playing it like this. So I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to hold this freaking thing?
Especially us short guys with our small hands, we couldn't even like.
Yep. Oh my God.
But it takes you that Xbox first came in facing the GameCube, and the GameCube came right after the N64, where they had Mario, 3D 64. They had all these big games like Banjo-Kazooie. They were facing insurmountable odds. PlayStation 2, which by far we've discussed.
The Dreamcast killer.
Yeah. By far my favorite system probably to this day is the PlayStation 2 with the library. You know, Ratchet and Clank, Prince of Persia. I've said it till I'm blue in the face. Tekken 4, which if you watch the last video, not happy with Tekken 7.
Yep.
But you know what? I went to face. I won't bore them too much, but I'll explain to you. It was
Watch our Evo reaction video. There's the whole story.
Steve Fox, who I play as. They slow down in the game, to where he's not the same character. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I lost with him. I'll play as Christy, the capoeira dancer. Nowhere to be found in the game.
Wow.
So I had to play as Brian.
Gordo wasn't in there?
No. Eddie Goro? No.
Really?
None of the. So I'm like, alright, let me at least try then Brian. Because I'm good with Brian Fury. And I did decent with him, but it was just upsetting because I'm like, here they are bringing in these new characters that I've never heard of. You know, favorites like Yoshimitsu, but then they're missing Martial Law, Lee, all these characters that they're bringing in.
I was looking and
I'm
like, where's half the cast? I'm like,
so it was just, I'm like, they need to definitely, but they had Lars, who's a very popular tournament favorite in Tekken, and they had him, and I was like, that's cool, but at least give
Give us
around a thing. Even if I took like a Christie, you don't have to put Eddie and Christie in.
Yeah, but something like that.
So I was very upset with the Tekken 7, but that's another here or there. But to go for the Xbox, the original Xbox, to go against the PlayStation 2 and be able to hold its own with the games that it had was phenomenal. And then when they turned a 360,
I thought it was a 180.
and came out with the Xbox 360.
The console was named specifically because they knew that they were lacking. That when they came into the war, they were still building computers. They weren't building a gaming console. So Microsoft decided to divvy up the development team into 343 Studios, whatever that was, 343 Industries, and then Microsoft Studios. And Microsoft Studios was in charge, I believe this is how it worked, Microsoft Studios was in charge of developing the Xbox 360. And they were a gaming publishing company that was designing a system that they would want to make a game on.
Yeah.
That they would want to play, that they would want to create a game on. And that's why Xbox 360 worked out so well. Because they revamped the way that they thought about coming into the console business. When Microsoft came out with the Xbox, they were thinking, why don't we take console gaming to the next level and bring it up to where PC gaming is? And console gamers are like, no, we don't play PCs.
Nope.
We play consoles. And we specifically play consoles because we play consoles. Like, we don't play PCs. We're not sitting here hitting 37 different buttons while we're trying to attack a Titan on Gundam, whatever planet you want to name it. Because this isn't StarCraft, motherfucker. This is a game that I'm playing on a controller where you only have up to 16 buttons. So do it right. And Xbox came back with the right answer. And that was Xbox 360.
I mean, with 360, you also have to bring up Xbox Live.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They totally blew the online
they
out of the water.
They destroyed PlayStation in that market by putting that out.
Oh,
Just completely took them apart in that one.
It was nice that the PS3 was free for online. You could play online for free and all that. But for the reliability and all the deals that the Xbox 360 was doing, and towards the end when they had the, free game, 2 free games every month, and to bring up more people in, the Xbox Live was absolutely fantastic. What are your beginning thoughts on the 360?
I actually did lie to you guys. We talked before about like our own personal thoughts. I originally said it was Devil May Cry 4 is why I got a 360. It was actually Fable was why I got it. That's why I forgot.
That's a good game.
It just hit me and I'm like, what? I was like,
I'm like,
DMC4 is not the reason. It was Fable. I saw our friend Eric play it, and I'm just like, I need to get this console because this game looks amazing.
Fable was really nice.
I traded in my Xbox and I got the 360. I picked up Fable, Halo 2.
Halo 3.
Halo 3.
All right, yeah. Sorry, oops. Halo 3.
Nintendo fanboy over there.
Shut up. Wearing the bracelet. There was one
Biggest
other
Zelda
game.
fan with the wrist.
And Soul Calibur 4.
Oh, Soul Calibur.
With Yoda.
Yep.
No, I thought that was Darth Vader.
No, PlayStation was
Vader?
Yep. But then they swapped him over. They let him go on both systems.
Yeah,
Right.
but at first it was...
But yeah, I started playing Fable. I beat that game into the ground. Loved it. I then started playing Halo 3 and just... From how Halo 2 ended, which this guy finally played it, to finally being like good at the end of Halo 2 where he's like, what are you doing, Master Chief? He goes, finishing this fight, and then it ends. I was like, no! Get end it! And then all of a sudden 3 comes along and just, boom, what a way to continue the story.
Here was my thoughts. As everybody knows from watching this channel, I'm a big Sony boy. Always loved Sony. I love Nintendo, I love Microsoft, but I've always been a Sony boy. And I can remember distinctly that I was playing the PS3, and there was no big first-party games coming out, and I'm a big gamer. And I was like, what should I do? And then I'm looking, and the Xbox 360 got a price drop, and I said, maybe I should try the 360.
Yep.
So I did, if people know, when I make a Christmas list, I like to make a PowerPoint. It's just something I like to do. So I showed my mom a PowerPoint of Fable 1, 2, and 3, Gears of 1 and 2, Halo 3, a whole bunch. And of course, the main reason I got the 360 was Splinter Cell Conviction.
Nice.
Because I'm a big Splinter Cell fan. And for Conviction only to be on 360, I said, okay, I have to get it. I love the Splinter Cell series. It just looks absolutely fantastic. And it was, in fact, my game of the year when I played it in, I think, 2010 or 11 was my game of the year. By far, it was my favorite Splinter Cell. But here I am, coming in with Halo 3, not liking the first two, and Halo 3 blowing me away. And it was the first time I said, wow, this is something different. And that was also one of my favorite games I played all year. Because it just gave...
He's going to talk about that scene again.
Yeah. Am I that predictable?
Yes, absolutely.
There was a great scene.
And then flying away and seeing it explode in the background. Oh, phenomenal.
Like the most fabulous ponytail. But no, certain scenes in the Halo 3 definitely caught my attention. And then playing Gears and getting my favorite weapon. Which do you know what
No, I don't know your
my favorite weapon, which was the torque bow in Gears of War. Where you would just hold back and then you shoot it. And it sticks to him, you just hear, doo-doo-doo, and he explodes. I'm just like, oh my god. And just how it was. Gears of War was a man's game. It wasn't where you would find Ratchet and Clank, no disrespect to my series, or Sly Cooper. It's a man's game where it's blood, a chainsaw and a gun. It was something where it was a mature audience. So to have this 360 and give me a whole bunch of games that I was just like, damn. And having a controller that I felt that I was liking better with those triggers. It ended up turning out to be... And it was true. The 360 turned into my all-purpose console. I got my Assassin's Creed on there. I got all my Call of Duties on there. And my PlayStation 3, which I first got and loved to death, became only for first party. My Uncharted, the Little Big Planet.
Really?
Yeah. And it just had this massive switch just because the Xbox was... The interface was great, and a lot more of my friends were on 360.
That's actually what happened to me, actually.
Yep.
I got my 360 first, and I put it to bed the moment I got my PS3.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, the moment I got my PS3, I put my 360 to bed. And I'm going to tell you why. I am not a fan of the 360. As much as I was talking about how much Microsoft really revamped their thought process and brought their A game to the table in the 360, I am not a fan of the 360. And it's because of the culture of gaming it has created. I am not a fan because people are more concerned about achievements than they are about the game and the quality.
That's actually a really good point.
They're more concerned about their gamer score than they are about actually playing the game and getting to know the game and getting to know the characters in the game. So you have people that are bragging about what they can pull off in Minecraft on the 360 when it pales into comparison on what I can pull off on Minecraft on my PC. So don't even talk shit. And on top of that, you're not even focusing on the game. You're just competing with your buddies. That's all you're doing. So if you're going to turn every game into... If you're going to turn every game into a sports game, I'm not a fan of what you're doing.
We're going to let Jeremy respond, and me
No.
we're going to go with more.
I'm actually going to agree with you on that, because, case in point, my girlfriend's brother, I showed Pete, like, his gamer tag, PlayStation name on the PS4, and the guy's got, like, between 12 and 15, like, gold trophies.
Yeah.
And he's like, holy shit, 15 gold trophies, and I'm just like, like, literally, that doesn't mean much to me. I say I'm playing whatever and I get a trophy. Oh, cool, I get a trophy. Do I really care that I need, like, all these gold trophies to 100% this game? No. I want to go in, play, have fun, and get a trophy along the way. Oh, yay, trophy. Let's keep playing.
Yeah.
Unlike our one friend who literally will 100% every game, get every freaking trophy, even when it's the most retarded, stupid-ass trophy, like, oh, go through the game without running, go through the game without getting hit once or shot or using ammo, and I'm like, I respect the fact that you like to play and do the 100%. To me, that's just not even worth my... It
takes a while. But here's the other part of it, is that your 100% is not the game's 100%.
Yep.
Your achievement list does not complete the game. You can... If you were that good of a player you could knock out your achievement list in a second playthrough.
Yep.
If you're that good of a gamer, you can knock out your achievement list in the second playthrough of a game. But you're not completing 100% in terms of the game's basis, right? To collect all the pigeons in New York City on GTA 4, that's an achievement, but it's also a game completion achievement. So those are the things I'm talking about. Collecting all the girlfriends from San Andreas that you used to have.
Yep.
That would be one of the ways to complete the game, but that's not necessarily an achievement. You get what I'm saying? Like, your 100% completion list is not the same as the game's 100% completion.
I agree with that.
So when you tell me that you completed a game, now I'm confused. Did you complete your achievements or did you complete the game? Because they'll use the same verbiage to tell you that they're 100% achievement.
That's actually a really good point, because case in point, Arkham Knight, the game will say 100%, yet I've looked at my buddy's data file, it says 100%, like he did the whole story, he did everything, he got the real ending, yet he still has like at least 20 or 30 different achievements, and I'm like, I don't think that's 100%. He goes, I'm talking about, like, the game says 100%, I did 100%. The achievements, I'll do them later. I'm like, okay, fair.
So to me, that achievement list doesn't represent 100%, because that's stuff that you can just do on the side if you want to hone your craft. But to actually appreciate the game, you need to delve into the game and not focus on the list. Go ahead, Pete. I know you're itching to talk.
Let me tell you why that's bullshit. That's for you, Mario. Okay, let me explain why. Not everybody is concerned with achievements and trophies and all that. It doesn't take away from the game. I'm saying that Xbox 360 at a point had better games than the PS3.
I'm saying that the culture that they've created for the youngsters to grow up in is a gamer score. It's basically identifying yourself as a number.
Yeah, but not everybody pays attention to that.
Yeah?
We have friends that don't pay attention to the gamer score.
What, all three of them? No. They're
I actually have 4. Be nice.
Like, there's some that actually enjoy doing the achievements.
A lot of people, but that's the problem. Is because those people that enjoy doing the achievements are the same people that'll flash their gamer score in your face as if you're not a gamer.
That's not because there's certain things.
Since when? When Xbox 360 came out and live became a big thing, how isn't it that the gamer score was the most dominated aspect of gaming?
Because it was something different. It was before the
and everybody was throwing it in your face.
Yeah, but that was the beginning now. But nowadays, I get a trophy on Xbox One. I get an achievement on Xbox One. I get a trophy on PlayStation 4. I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, I'm now level 13 and
I never cared about that.
I could care less.
I never ever even cared.
I'm not saying that, but yes, earlier when it first came out, it was a big thing. But now, if somebody 100% Arkham Knight and does everything, the Riddler trophies, everything, gets 100, gets that platinum trophy, okay, cool, you got a platinum trophy. It doesn't take away from somebody who goes, I just played through the story.
That's going to be me. I'm going to play through the story. I'm not going to go for all the trophies. To me, it's too much of a headache.
I'm not going to go through the trophies, but I'll do all the side missions. And everything.
I have a problem with the way that the industry is telling these people. Number one, right? You've got a bunch of publishers that are creating these games. Developers that are creating these games. They're spending a lot of time on these games. And there used to be a time where you would explore every aspect of the game yourself. You didn't need a checklist, right? Number two, half of your fucking checklist isn't about exploring the game. It's about creating the superest fucking combo you could ever imagine without dying or losing an inch of health. And number three, I forgot.
Who's running this argument? Yeah, but that's also to the player who wants to get the most out of the game.
But I have
when it comes to Witcher 3, massive over 200 hours. It's going to take a person who only gets one game a year. If somebody gets Witcher, they want to get the most out of their game. So if they have an achievement or a trophy that says, go through the game with only wearing the armor you had in the beginning of the game.
I understand the challenge of the achievements. I don't understand or agree with the culture it creates where now your point system beats mine because you think you're better. I had a kid that swore to me that he was a better video game player, all because my gamer score was lower than his, right?
Oh,
so I decided to buy the games that he plays and my gamer score skyrocketed, right? And he was just like, how'd you do that? I was like, because I'm a better gamer than you.
But my score says...
Yeah, but you're confused because you think that your score being higher than mine tells you that you're a better gamer than I am. That's the problem I have, and that's the problem I'm always gonna have. That's the culture it creates, and I'm tired of that culture. That's why you have 5-year-olds that fuck your mother online.
Yep.
Because they think they're better than you because they look at a number and they identify that as skill. But that's not
but
skill.
in Call of Duty multiplayer, if somebody goes 19-5 over somebody that goes 7-20.
Yeah, you're right.
Obviously
Because
that-
after the 25th prestige, it doesn't matter, right?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Because the range is so much, it's so fair at any point. If a noob goes in there and somebody at 25th prestige, come on. You're gonna.
That's why I refuse to play those games.
You're gonna
'cause
tell me that guy that's been on the console ever since he got out of school, before he woke up, after he woke up and went to school, I got a full-time job, and this kid has no responsibilities, so he can actually put the time in to get a 25th prestige out of sheer fucking luck, because this no scope kills. That's luck. That's all consistent as luck. The 360 no scope shit, that shit where they spin around, they no scope, and they shoot somebody off of a sniper rifle that can't aim. It's all based on luck, and they talk about this as if it's a skill shot, and it's not a skill shot. They're like, oh, I just did a 360 no scope kill,
And
that's all luck. Every aspect of that is a lucky shot, and you're gonna tell me you have skill. Because you've been sitting there and you 25th prestige, so even the bullet grazing by my head is gonna kill me.
that's because the bullet marked right. That's why.
It creates this culture of oh, I'm 25th prestige, that means I'm better than you. No, your power ups are better than mine, but you as a gamer are not better than me.
That's why we have something like Evo to put it to the ultimate test.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have something like. Well, they do.
Yeah, they
They
do.
do.
What?
They do, but it's.
So we try to do the history of Xbox, and these two fuckers always argue.
we always argue.
That's
Dumbass.
Well, that's the 360 for you.
Although Xbox was a fun console.
Yep.
It really was.
Who won
it
this
was.
argument? In the comments, let me know
No.
that I won. Thank you.
No. He always gets confused over what the argument is even
Oh,
about.
for God's sake, we're talking about the history, and you two argue.
Anyway, any last things on the 360 before we go to the next video, which will be up on Wednesday, all about the Xbox One?
I was just gonna say real quick about the original Xbox. They finally shut down the Halo 2.
Yeah, everybody was like up in arms.
Yeah, multiplayers. Like what, year and a half, 2 years ago. And good, it's like okay, I get it that like you're that diehard fans. Guys, get a girlfriend, get a real job, get off the thing.
Get a new video game.
Yeah, thank you.
Get the Halo collection, which I have, which I can play any of them.
Who cares about the girlfriend or the job? Just get a new fucking video game.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching Monday's episode of the Improv Gaming Gamescast here on youtube.com/Improv Gaming. It's Jeremy. That's Nick. I'm Pete. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you then.
As
always,
game on.
Copy and shit.
Is that how you impressing?
My viewer base!
Wow.
The most fabulous hair.